when you look back at 100 years of professional basketball, and you try and gauge, historians go like, what are the trends? What are the things that stand out? How is this different? Always dribbling, always scoring, all these different things. How is this different? And these NBA playoffs will be remembered for one thing, and that's punching people in the balls. Yeah. In baseball, when I was growing up, friends and people who you were playing with would always hit each other in the balls with a baseball bat because it was a cup check. You always did a cup check when you were playing minor baseball. We didn't know the history of punching people in the balls before NFL Films got these super high cameras and the mics, but then you got right inside that scrum when people are looking for the football. One of the methods that offensive lineman has used for many years is punching people in the balls, attempting to be able to disable a defensive lineman, a normally very aggressive, very skilled defensive lineman. It's his job to be big and go for that ball, but there is still one thing that can thwart his mission of getting that ball, and that is a punch in the balls. I don't consider myself an expert professional historian of punching in the balls, but I have thought about it a little bit. There was a moment in the NBA where the last couple of years, people started, when they would fall to the ground, the person who was the defender or the offender began walking over top of the people, stepping over top of them. This is an action that was not acceptable. People were not happy with the stepping over top. It was an act of disrespect. It was a sign of dishonor to the person who had been dunked upon when you walk over top of it. And the first number of times it happened, people just started pointing and said, "You dummy, you big jerk, don't you walk over top of me. That's disrespectful." And they got up and they had gentlemanly arguments, like warrior poets.
Allen Iverson, AI, yeah.
And then at some point in the last little while, they went, "Hey, there's a solution to this problem. When that guy walks right over top of me, his balls are right there. I could just punch him in the balls." Sometimes I think the whole Achilles story, I mean, come on. Yeah. The heel, we know what the heel is. Yeah, this is not a heel story. Yeah. We're not...
Well, I wonder, because the whole story about Achilles is that his mother dipped him in the sacred waters and was holding on to his heel, and so that was the bit that wasn't actually protected. So his name was Achilles, which is a bit of a giveaway. Like, that's the place to get him, is his Achilles heel. But I bet when Achilles met a guy named Testiculus, I bet he's like, oh, jeez.